Speaking of which, we begin tonight in the Middle East, where the revolution in Tunisia has so captivated the world's attention, it even made it into Tuesday's State of the Union address.
The United States of America stands with the people of Tunisia and supports the democratic aspirations of all people.
Oh my God, mother of two and inspirational citizen Kathy Proctor, stop taking credit for everything. Your story is good enough. Well, now that thirst for democracy has apparently spread from Tunisia to Egypt, where protesters have also taken to the streets en masse.
The first demand you can hear in the chants, down, down Hosni Mubarak. Mubarak has been the president of Egypt for the last 30 years.
They don't, what? They don't like Mubarak? Why do they keep electing him in landslides? I mean, that doesn't make any sense. In 2005, he was elected with 88% of the vote. I mean, there's only one way you can get elected over and over again with 90% of the vote, and that is to be a beloved leader. Oh, really? There's an... Oh, what kind of fist? Oh. Iron. So clearly, the Egyptian people are upset about a very serious problem. Really? You like that? A very serious problem with term limits. What else are the Egyptian people angry about?
In the market, the price of basics has gone up by around 20% in the last few months.
Price of cats went up 20%? And that's a 9-pound cat. Used to be like $1.50. Now it's probably like $1.80. I guess if you live in Egypt and you didn't recently invest heavily in cats, you're out of luck. Well, we all saw how much love the Tunisian people got for their revolution. I'm guessing the U.S. reaction to Egypt is a love shower.
As we monitor this situation carefully, we call on all parties to exercise restraint and refrain from violence.
All I could say this morning is that Egypt has been an extremely important ally of ours since Anwar Sadat, and we're all watching these developments in Cairo very carefully. Beyond that, I think I will not comment.
Freedom! I'm sorry. No comment! What gives?
The problem for the administration is we don't know exactly where it's going to go. We need allies in the region. We have a lot that we have underway. We want to be for the aspirations of the people. We want to be for reform. But stability matters to prosperity in the global economy.
Ah, the old freedom aspirations of people, stability balance. We want Egyptian people to have freedom just as soon as we're sure they'll use that freedom for hugging, not hurting. See, Tunisia's reputation is as a more secular, moderate nation, whereas Egypt sits atop one of the region's largest reserves of untapped Islamist rage. Perhaps more important than the outcome of these revolutions is who gets the credit.
Ironically, it may have been the Bush administration and Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice's famous speech in 2005 at the American University in Cairo that launched this revolution.
I would point you to the speech in Cairo in 2009, where the president also specifically addresses this.
This protest has been organized largely on Facebook and Twitter.
Quick question, Jon Stewart, Daily Show. So if 2 speeches and a social media site is all we needed to spread democracy, why did we invade Iraq? Why didn't we just, I don't know, poke them? So, who deserves, like that. Who deserves the credit? Who deserves the credit for this unprecedented wave of democratic uprising sweeping the Muslim world to discuss? Joined by our panel of experts. Jason Jones, we'll start with you.
Yes, John, this is all thanks to President Bush. Okay, democracy is spreading because they know if it doesn't, America's going to go in there and spread it for them. That's right. USA! USA! USA!
I don't think that's...
Now let's go knock down some statues.
Yes, that's a great tradition of American binge drinking. Olivia?
John, Freedom is spreading through the Muslim world because of Obama and his 2009 speech in Cairo. He inspired and impressed people to embrace democracy, and 19 months later, here we are.
From one speech?
From one Obama speech. You know, they say whenever he uses alliteration, an angel has an orgasm.
Excuse me, at Jon Stewart.
What? Yes, Samantha Bee. Yes, Sam.
Yeah, at Jason and at Olivia. WTF. This is OBS thanks to Twitter. Hashtag Twitter Revolution.
Sam, if I understand what you're saying, and I'm not sure that I do, you're saying that social media played the biggest role in sparking these uprisings.
Duh, at Jon Stewart. Something you'd know if your oversized button old person phone got Twitter. Hashtag burn.
Why do you...
Excuse me, John.
Yes, I'm sorry. Asif Manvi, live from Cairo.
Yeah.
Asif, what's your take on the situation? What's your take?
John, I would argue that each of these nations is reacting to specific circumstances unique to their country. In Tunisia, the high price of food. In Egypt, pent-up frustration over 30 years of corrupt rule. In Yemen...
No, Bush doctrine.
Asif, Obama taught your people how to love.
Yeah, I'm not Egyptian.
Well, you're something like that. I don't know.
Don't make us invade you, fella.
All right, that's it. Thank you very much, everybody. We'll be right back. There's got to be a solution.